Welcome back to the Toledo Rockets Podcast. And today, want to focus on the football team and, more importantly, some recruiting updates. There have been several happenings, I guess, and commitments with recruiting that I want to talk about. Of course, spring practices are happening right now, and it's been a key to getting some of these players, these prospects from high school in and getting to watch spring practices and check out the facilities and the coaches and the players and so forth. So there's been several commitments here in the last few days, just over the weekend. Going to start out here with three-star defensive back Hijah Miller. He committed on Saturday. He's a 6'2", 170-pound defensive back from Dillard High School in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He originally played at Coconut Creek High School in Pompano Beach, Florida, before transferring to Dillard in 2022. He had offers from Pittsburgh and South Florida, among others, as well as Toledo arch-rival Bowling Green. So nice pickup for the Rockets there. A player that has really good size and could really be a key on defense in the future for the Rockets defensive back. So great pickup there. So then next year is offensive lineman Jacob Kropchak. He committed on Saturday, and he's a 6'4", 300-pound prospect from Stony Creek High School in Rochester, Michigan. Jacob chose Toledo over offers from Bowling Green, Central Michigan, Louisville, Marshall, and UMass. And, good size, about 300 pounds. And he's the type of guy that when you look at some of his film, you have to be excited about seeing what he can do once he gets into a college weight strength program. See the muscle that he'll be able to build on top of that 6'4", 300-pound frame that he has. So really excited to see. He's got some good footwork too, I think. So be really excited to see him with Toledo. So hopefully that commitment sticks. And again, he's a 2024 prospect, just like Miller is. So now we're going to switch to a 2023 prospect, and this is kicker Liam Quigley. So he is graduating this spring, and he will be on campus and battle for a potential kicking job this fall. He's an interesting one. He's from Governor Livingston High School in New Jersey. He played linebacker and running back as well in high school. His senior year really took a step forward with his kicking, and he's got a really good leg. He's very accurate. I believe his senior year, he made every single extra point that he attempted and didn't have a whole lot of field goal attempts, but he does have a good leg. And he's going to be somebody that is going to be able to come in and compete for the starting kicking job right away this fall. And then the other commitment from this weekend is back to a 2024 prospect. And this is athlete Sean Martin from Sunday Morning. He committed. He's 6'1", 175 pounds. He could play defensive back or running back. He can be a very skilled corner with good size, but he's also considered one of the best running back prospects in the Midwest. He chose Toledo over offers from Akron, Eastern Michigan, Army, and others. He's been pretty high on Toledo for a while, and good to see him, make the commitment to Toledo. Again, it's a 2024 prospect, so when we're talking about Miller, Kropchak, and Martin, they won't be signing until at the earliest in December, during that early signing period, or potentially in February of next year, right? Because they are 2024 prospects. So long time for Toledo to hold on to these prospects, keep them as committed, but they're exciting prospects. Martin is a guy that really looks like he could be an athlete that could play on either side of the ball. I think, he has the potential again to be one of those really good defensive backs at Toledo that we've been starting to see here in the last few years. You look at what Quinyon Mitchell is doing. I think the fame that he's getting from being a All American is helping. And then you see the guys that have made it, gone on to the NFL, like Samuel Womack and some of the other guys there. It's really helping to boost the recruiting in that spot. And then you look at the coaches, the defensive coaches that we have now. They're really helping with the recruiting, and uh, they've turned the defense around a lot. The defense used to be a weakness for Toledo, and it was a strength in 2022. And it's going to be considered a strength again going into 2023. So seeing these good prospects coming in is pretty exciting to see. All right, so let's turn over to spring practice a little bit. They've been having practices here. Just this weekend, they had a lot of prospects come in, a lot of recruits coming in and watching practice and so forth. And something that I am kind of hearing is that there's a lot of good competition throughout. Running back, I think, is going to be an interesting position. Um, you look at uh, the young freshman that's on campus now, and I'm really excited to see Connor Wellensack. He enrolled in January, so he's been there for winter conditioning and spring practices now. And everything I'm hearing is that he is really impressing in the spring, um, both on and off the field. With the strength workouts that he's done and how he's played on the field as well. So it's exciting to see. You've got Jaquez Stewart and Micah Kelly and Penny Boone, who played very well. um, Boone is a guy that is a big guy, 230, 235 pounds or so. So he can um, really make people miss and carry players. And then you've got, of course, Kelly and Stewart, who are the smaller backs that have good speed. Kelly's not bad in his size either. He's like over 200 pounds now. Because Stewart's still a pretty small guy, but he is quick, right? And you put these guys, and then you add in the new incoming freshman Connor. He's from Perrysburg. He's 200 pounds. This is a guy. He was a 3-star prospect coming out of high school. He rushed for over 4,000 yards in high school. Really good size. He's come in, in come in here in January. He came in and was able to do winter workouts and now spring practices. So he's going to be in the mix going into the fall. He's got a good shot to get playing time. And, he is one of those guys that potentially could be the next big star at Toledo. I really do think so. So, hearing what I've been hearing about how he's done in the spring is really exciting, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how that translates with Boone and Kelly, and then Stewart, and you're looking at you really got 4 good running backs there. Then going into the fall, and it's kind of becoming a position again of strength for Toledo, where last year maybe there was a whole question of who was going to replace Bryant Koback, and didn't seem like anybody was really stepping up to become that replacement. I think late in the year, Stewart really did really well, and I expect some good things from him this fall as well. Kelly's, good size and good speed, and then Boone, if he can hold on to the ball, he's a big guy. He's a big load to try and bring down. So you look at all of those guys, and then you add in the new incoming freshman here, and it's looking pretty exciting.